Parker tracking your most accurate forecast tonight.
You got it. Yeah, the heavy wet variety for some folks, not the real light dusty stuff. Let's go and look at Skywatch tonight. It's a dark view with the wet roads in and around the city of Buffalo. Temperatures way above freezing by about 10 degrees, but I'll show you. We've got a camera in the southern tier already picking up a few of the flakes blending into the raindrops that have fallen, created a lot of puddles around the area today and still doing so. The 40s found to the north, the 30s down to the south. We're a few degrees above freezing. That is going to play a huge role in the forecast we have going forward. The really cold stuff back to the west, that was enough to keep it in the form of snow for a good chunk of the middle of the nation. And because of that, still experiencing a lot of airline delays. The wind and the rain on the coast and the cold, you can just tell that the holiday travel has been cascading backwards. Our airport, not a problem with the rain and not much wind here. Let's go to the north towns and get you tuned up today. We do have the rain kind of spiraling around, a very complicated weather system above our heads, and even the heaviest rain now exiting Ridgeway, Lockport lightening up, and we still have a few pockets of shower activity. You'll need the wipers on tonight. I mentioned down here in the southern tier, we just began to see some mixing, and we're watching you, Chautauqua County. In Lakewood and Bellevue, it's going back and forth. The infrared picking up a few of the flakes, blending in with the raindrops as it passes by Chautauqua Lake, extending out at my feet. 32 is our target temperature tonight. That'll be enough to switch it from wet to white while you sleep. Tomorrow, get set for a windy day. Temperatures hovering near 33 degrees, and we'll have snow from the morning into the afternoon all the way to the evening. This is what a lot of people got hit on their phones today with, the winter storm warning. Sounds pretty fierce, but when it happens over a 2-day period, it's not as bad as what we have become accustomed to when we think of winter storms in western New York. This one starts wet, and there you can see beginning to switch to white. Tomorrow morning, while we might have some flakes flying in the air, it will not be sticking to the ground to the north. It will be on the ridge tops of the southern tier. It's an elevation-based system. The higher you are, the more snow you get. If you're close to the lake, some of the inland valleys, not much at all. Tomorrow evening, the evening commute could be a little tricky in sections of the southern tier. By Wednesday morning, I think this is when we have the most wintry commute, even for the north towns, because by that time it will have been snowing for about a day and a half at that point. A lot of it hitting and melting away, but it will be sticking with the higher elevations. You can see the different colors spread there. In the north towns for the city of Buffalo, not much to write home about. 1 to 2 inches of snow through 11 o'clock, maybe a couple more by Wednesday morning. And again in Niagara Falls, Lockport, and Albion. Once you get into the elevations south of 28, Chestnut Ridge, that's where you'll start to pick them up down towards Ellicottville, Concord, Collins, Boston Hills, all the way back, and you can see inland areas a lot less, only an inch or two there. Now let's spin this on its side, and I talked about elevation, where you're right at lake level here, all the majors, Route 520 and the Thruway, looking okay and very passable. It's when you get up on the hills that we start to see the snow totals increase, and that's where you'll have 6 to 8 inches of the heavy, wet, heart attack snow throughout the day on our Tuesday. That continues into Wednesday, but we'll melt it away just in time for the weekend.
The heavy, wet, heart attack snow.
That's it.
Be careful out there, folks.